Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I thought this week we would just talk about what my top 5 songs of 2025 were, as well as what my holy trinity of albums are. Okay, so I thought I would start off by doing the holy trinity of albums because it really is kind of crucial to what my songs were. This is kind of my overarching holy trinity of albums because these ones are the 3 that have meant the most to me and have had the most impact on my life. Of course, many albums have had an impact on my life, but these are the 3 that I was going through my vinyls and my Spotify that I was like, yep, these are the ones. Okay, so the first album I think I'm going to talk about in my holy trinity is Speak Now by Taylor Swift. This album, in my opinion, is top 3 Taylor albums of all time. I think it is one of the most beautifully written pieces of art ever, not to mention the whole aesthetic is so perfect. I mean, it's the reason why my favorite color is purple. My phone case is purple. I'm wearing a purple crew neck right now. I don't know if you can even see it, but there's a Speak Now painting one of my friends did up there. It's means a lot to me. It has some very important songs. To name a couple: Enchanted, Sparks Fly, oh my god, what's another one? Back to December. Every song, it's a no skip album. This album has really gotten me through some of the toughest times in my life, and it's also the most nostalgic. It has the most memories tied to it. It is just, there's no other way to describe it other than beautiful. It's a masterpiece, and to think that Taylor wrote this all on her own when she was 19 is really fucking insane to me, because it's damn girl, how the hell did you do that? That makes no sense. But I do purposely leave a little bit of space over in this section so I can put up pictures, so I'll just put a couple of my favorite looks from this album, whether that's a tour look or something that was in the photo shoot. But yeah, Speak Now is perfect. It is the most perfect thing. When I went to the Eras tour in Nashville, I was so lucky that I got to see the announcement of Speak Now Taylor's version, and I was one of the first people in the entire world to see the album cover for Taylor's version. That was the craziest night of my entire life, dude. I got to see Sparks Fly and Teardrops on my guitar with my own eyes and my own ears. With that being said, Speak Now is the first album. Okay, it should not be a surprise, but I just talked about this album literally last week. It is Preacher's Daughter by Ethel Cain, and I am holding up the vinyls that I have, so I'm sorry if there's a glare with them. I just really don't feel like taking them out of the sleeves. But yeah, Preacher's Daughter has had such a crazy impact on my life since I really got into it 2 or 3 years ago. Because I grew up being forced to go to church and all that stuff. As a gay person, I've dealt with religious people, saying the craziest shit to me, and also just everything that follows in that realm of things. So this album was such a whirlwind of this album was such a whirlwind of emotions when I was listening to it for the first time. And I'll never forget clicking play on American Teenager and entering the world of Ethel Cain. It's just so cathartic to listen to this album. It is truly an otherworldly experience to dive into the lyrics, to understand the story, to relate to a lot of the lyrics in the song, especially Some Bleach Flies. We'll get to her, honey. But, yeah, I'm not going to say much more because we did talk about this album last week, but yeah, that is the second album I'm discussing. So this next album is the one that ties everything together. This is the cherry on top of my favorite albums ever created by anybody ever, and yes, it is by Miss Taylor Swift, because of course it is. That is going to be the Tortured Poets Department. Y'all don't understand. Living through this album's rollout and living the events of what some of these songs are talking about in real time was one of the crazy It was one of the craziest things ever. Like relating to Fresh Out the Slammer, Fortnight, the Tortured Poets Department. Like there's also like Guilty as Sin. Like this album has so many memories tied from high school to it, and at this point in my life I am graduated, so every time I click play on this, it really just takes me back to my sophomore year of high school and hanging out with all my friends in that summer. And this album and Preacher's Daughter also went hand in hand. Those two albums were really important to me during the end of May 2024 into summer, and that summer these two albums defined that period of my life. And then towards the end of 2024 it was the anthology. So like the first half of Torture Poets Department was really the first half of the year. The anthology of the Torture Poets Department was the second half, because it was very depressing. It was a very depressing time in my life, I'm not gonna lie. So yes, that album healed me, destroyed me. Basically everything that music can do to a person happened to me with this album. And it was one of the most fun eras to live ever. As a Taylor Swift fan, her adding it to the Eras tour was crazy, and I'm still pissed off that I never got tickets to Indianapolis to go see it. That really makes me sad. Okay, I have my iPad again, and I have my playlist pulled up that has the list of my top 5 songs. Let's just say, also I'm gonna do a couple honorable mentions too. I'm gonna start with the honorable mentions and then go into the top 5, because they're also just as important as the top 5. So we're gonna talk about them. Okay, so there's 3 songs that were super close to making it into the top 5. They were all each one stream away from being the 5th spot and making it to the majority. That first song is by Tate McRae. It is Purple Lace Bra. This song has crack cocaine in it. I don't care what anybody says. The harmonies are beautiful. The instrumentals are perfect, dude. The lyrics don't even get me started. Tate's album that she released last year, So Close to What, was my top album of the year. And we aren't even talking about top albums, but So Close to What was my most streamed album last year. It is perfect. The aesthetic is crazy. And when I went to Misspossessive World Tour, seeing the song changed my life. When she hit that high note during the bridge, I levitated out of my seat. I think that's the closest I've ever come to seeing Jesus Christ with my own eyes. Yeah. Otherworldly. The next song is also from So Close to What, and it is Science. This song was the only song, other than Means I Care, that was not on the set list for the Misspossessive tour. Why? I know why. It's because it's really difficult to sing it, and I don't know how Tate would sing that consistently almost every week, every day for these shows, but it is the most underrated song on the album. It's so good. Like, I'm getting giddy thinking about it. Like, I have nothing else to say. You just have to listen to it and understand what I'm talking about and get on the same page as me. And if you don't like it, then get the fuck out. And then switching gears, we have a very depressing song. So I know I was just talking about the second half of 2024 was really depressing. Well, let me tell you, summer of 2025 was the saddest I've ever been in my entire life. So, of course, I had to bring out some of my favorite sad Taylor Swift songs to help me cope through that horrible time in my life. And the song I am talking about today is Don't You from The Vault from Fearless Taylor's version. Let me tell you, I'm gonna be real, this was a skip for a long time. I never listened to this song, and then one day I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put on a sad Taylor Swift playlist, and this was the first song that came on. I was like, I'm not in the mood to shuffle it or skip it, so I listened to it and I was like, holy shit, I've been missing out for fucking years on this song. And it's one of the most relatable songs I've ever heard. And it makes me so sad to listen to it today. I'm like over everything that happened. Like, I've moved on and I'm like in a much happier, better place now. But like this song, it's like traumatizing to listen to. Like, the feelings that I felt listening to it are still there when I like click play, and it makes me sad and it makes me cry. But yeah, it's such a beautiful song, and I just love the Fearless Vault. I can't believe I was sleeping on Don't You for so long. Also, I forgot to mention the plays. So Purple Lace Brawl had 55 plays, Signs also had 55, and then Don't You had 56. So they were all very close in the race. But now it is time to get into the top 5 most listened to songs of the entire year. Starting at number 5, the 5th place spot goes to Some Bleach Flies by Ethel Cain. This one I was expecting to be in the top 5 because 2024 was monumental year for Ethel Cain and me and her music. Some Bleach Flies was my most streamed song of 2024. I don't remember exactly how many times I streamed it, but I know it was over 150 times. This year it did go down. It is at 58 streams, so 100 streams less, but that's still a lot, considering the song's like 8 minutes long or something. Yeah, it's still relevant in my life to this day. Like, Some Bleach Flies is a beautifully crafted song. I'm getting the lyrics tattooed, actually. 2026 will be the year that I get my first tattoo, and it's either going to be Taylor Swift or Ethel Cain. There's no in between. But yeah, it's not surprising to see Some Bleach Flies at the 5th spot. And you know how I was talking about the Tortured Poets Department? Yeah, the 4th spot is a song from the Tortured Poets Department, and I think it's my favorite song from that album. It is Fresh Out the Slammer. This one was played 59 times. Where to begin with the song? There really is no other Taylor Swift song that sounds like Fresh Out the Slammer, and it's so unique in its own aspect, and I love it. Like, the guitar in it is perfect, the lyrics are perfect. This one was one that I really reached for back in 2024 when I was in love with this boy. What a damn mess. What a mess that fucking was. Let me tell you, May 2024, yikes. If you know, you know, but damn, what a mess. And this song was the one that I reached for, and it's the one that helped me through it, and it also has a lot of memories tied to it. But this is also a rare song that goes into a category for me where it's like I can use it for different people, and it still sounds fresh and new to me every single time. Like, I never skip the song. It's perfect, and yeah, it's 4th on my list of songs. This next one is from So Close to Wet by Tate McRae, and it is Misspossessive. This song, I'm silenced. I'm gagged. When I heard Get Your Hands Off My Man on that first listen back in February of last year, I was hooked from the beginning. It is like one of the catchiest pop songs I've ever heard, and also it's like the production of So Close to Wet and Misspossessive is so good. I don't even know how to describe Tate's album that she released. It's so good. Think Later was a great album. You can probably see the poster that I have right here for Think Later. I love Think Later, and also we're going to talk about that one in a second too. But yeah, Misspossessive, I relate to that song a lot. Like, get your hands off my man. Like, if I like a man, you better watch the fuck out, girl, because get in my way, you're going to get cut the fuck out. Bye. Okay, moving on to the 2nd place spot. We have Plastic Palm Trees by Tate McRae with 63 listens. Oh my god. Plastic Palm Trees. When I tell you, this is my favorite Tate McRae song. I don't know if I said that about the rest of the songs on here, but Plastic Palm Trees takes the cake for my favorite Tate McRae song. This song is perfection. On Think Later, the fact that it's the final track on Think Later is like... And also, it makes me so sad that she's never put it on the set list for a tour. Hello. I've gotten lucky enough to see a lot of my favorite songs live. I'm going to be going to the Ethel Cain concert in a couple months, and I'm pretty sure Some Bleach Flies is on that list. So if I'm not able to see Plastic Palm Trees live one day, I haven't lived. Like, this song is perfect. Thought that it was real, thought that it was worth it. Out the window, everything was looking perfect. Perfect sad song. It's like the perfect, like, yearning, reminiscing, remembering song. The guitar is beautiful. I know how to play it on my guitar, and it's so cathartic, like I said. But yeah, Plastic Palm Trees is well deserved in that 2nd place spot. All right, can I get a drum roll, please, for the 1st place spot? The trophy goes to Enchanted by Taylor Swift. Specifically, Enchanted Taylor's version. Me and this song have history. I am going to put the iPad down because this is getting serious. This is where we need to lock the fuck in and discuss Enchanted. Me and this song have had a long history with each other. So I remember the first time I ever heard it was probably 2011. I used to go on the internet when I was younger. I remember watching the Love Story music video and Teardrops of My Guitar music videos. And I remember hearing this one after watching the Mine music video. And I was in love with it from a young age. And then obviously as a child, you kind of just go through these different phases. And I didn't really pick up Speak Now again until 2021, 2021, around that time. And Enchanted was one of those songs that immediately clicked for me. It is, I think, my favorite Taylor Swift song of all time. And I hate saying that now because it's so mainstream. Enchanted is so mainstream, and I like being undercover, unknown. I like having unknown songs be my favorite, but I can't say that about Enchanted because Enchanted is one of the most well-written Taylor Swift love songs in the history of her whole discography. In the 20 years that Taylor Swift has been making music, Enchanted is at the top of that list, along with The Prophecy and Fresh Out the Slammer. So this is I'm gonna tie back to what I said about, oh my god, what was it? Fresh Out the Slammer. It was Fresh Out the Slammer. I can use this song for multiple people that I like, and I think I've listened to it thinking about six different guys in the last couple years that I've had feelings for, and it never gets old. Please don't be in love with someone else. Please don't have someone waiting on you. Also, seeing this song live at the Eras Tour had me in shambles. This oh, my glasses are fogged up. Shit. Sorry about that. I got ahead of myself. But yeah, Enchanted at the Eras Tour was the most beautiful thing, and I have such a funny story about this too. So I missed basically the entire Reputation set when I went because I was not going to wait in this long ass line before the show started to get merch. I was like, okay, I'm going to go in between Evermore and Reputation. And then I totally forgot that Tolerate It, which is also one of my favorite songs ever by Taylor Swift, was after Champagne Problems. So I left my seat after the bridge of Champagne Problems and I went to the merch line. And thankfully, I met these teen girls and their moms. They were such baddies. I love them. I wish I had gotten their Instagram or something to keep in touch with them. But they saved my spot in the merch line so I could go take some videos of the rep set, Taylor walking out, Don't Blame Me, High Note. You get the gist. So the Reputation set finishes, and I know that Speak Now is next, but I really don't know how long the transitions are in between each album because I've only watched the show at that point on live streams, and it's so glitchy. It's I really don't have an estimate for how long I have to get back to my seat. And keep in mind, I wasn't the top of the nose. I was close to the top of the nosebleeds, and I had to go down all these stairs. I was on the second terrace level of the stadium in Nashville, Nissan Stadium, and I was halfway down the terrace at the merch line. And then I saw the purple lights coming through the little tunnels or anything, and I was like, okay, I'm good. They haven't started playing any certain kind of music or anything. It's just these chords or whatever, and it's purple and it's really pretty, and the bracelets are going. And so then I hear this deep voice. It's distorted. It's please don't be in love with someone else. And then I'm holy shit. I took that credit card and I swiped it so fast, and I said, I don't need a receipt. I took the bag and I was running through the Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. I was not about to miss my favorite era and my favorite song, considering there's only one song from the Speak Now set. If I miss it, I miss the Speak Now era, and I'm not missing it. And so my shoe falls off, my slip-on band falls off as I'm stomping and running and sprinting through the stadium, and I get to my seat just in time. I think the song started 30 minutes after I got back to my seat, and when I tell you my fat ass was out of breath, I was dying. And so I chugged this water that we had in front of me, and I was I felt so hydrated and ready to scream my heart out to Enchanted. So yeah, Enchanted is one of the I think it's like my most impactful song of my entire life. But yeah, that's my little funny story with Enchanted and also the Eras tour. I could go into the Speak Now announcement another day. I might honestly do a Eras tour vlog at some point. I think that would be so much fun. Or not a vlog, just like discussing what my Eras tour experience was. Because I can never shut the fuck up about how I went to the Eras tour. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video today. It was so much fun to talk about music. I love doing these videos. After that one I just did last week, I'm really enjoying just sitting down and chatting and having a moment to just like yap about things I'm interested in, because I guarantee you my friends are sick of hearing my shit when it comes to all my interests, because I have a new one basically every week, and this week I would hyperfixate on my songs that I listened to a lot last year. So tune in next week. I don't know what I am gonna plan. It's honestly kind of spur of the moment. So thank you guys so much for watching. And if you want to subscribe, go ahead, but you do not have to. Yeah. So I hope you lovelies have a beautiful week. Bye bye.